quick video here. How accurate is the maps and the trips and the calculations for the Fisker Ocean? I have to drive over to Cumberland, pick up my daughter, and you can see that it is 4:09, saying that it's 51 miles from here, and it will take me 59 minutes once I start, and it's saying I will have 61% range left. Now this will mostly be highway and interstate driving. So if you look over here, I currently have 274 miles and 77%. Now, as far as climate, it's 65 degrees, so I have decided to take the climate off and just drive with the windows down for part of the way. I shouldn't need any climate for this. I'll probably just crack the windows or open the solar roof or something like that. But let's try to remember that. 410. Let's not pay too much attention to the time, but let's focus on the miles. So estimating I'll get there with 61% state of charge. Let's see how we do. Now we do have a lot up here. You can see that traffic light. So I'm going to actually try to keep these right here so you can see. Now it is kind of a confusing light up here because we actually have a green light and a red light at the same time. Don't know how well you can see that. Maybe I can zoom in. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so you can see how well the traffic light recognition changes here. Go back to 1. All right. Okay, you can see it changed, gave me the little chime. So, I mean, almost instant. As soon as the light changed, it gave me the sound and changed up there. So, pretty cool actually. Works very, very well. Never had an issue with it. So, the first 15, 18 miles roughly that I'm driving are on roads like this. It speeds at, above 50 miles an hour. I'll drive between 50 and 60, depending on what the roads are. So just trying to give you an idea of, the roads that I'm driving. And I'm gonna shut the window. Probably got a buffeting sound. Let me turn the radio down so YouTube don't get me for copyrights. One thing that I've not really done is videoed much while driving. I really don't have the right equipment. I don't have a GoPro or anything like that. I've used my phone for everything so far. And the Ocean handles incredibly well. It's the perfect balance for me. It's not too firm. It's not too soft. For me, it's definitely a baby bear moment when driving the Ocean. And just listen to how quiet it is. It's extremely quiet in here. Even at speeds of 80 miles an hour, it's extremely quiet. And it handles fantastically. Like, I don't know if you were able to see that sign back there. That sign said, this curve is a 25 mile per hour curve. And I'm doing, 48, 49 miles an hour. The car just handles great. I'm going to back this out just a little bit here. If you can see that sign said 20 miles an hour, and I'm doing 40, 41. I will slow down because this is a kiss your butt curve here. So I'm doing 32 miles an hour, another 20 miles per hour curve up here. I really enjoy driving this thing through the curves. And you'll notice I'm not getting any warnings, no warnings, no beeps, no nothing that a lot of other people have been complaining about. Now on these types of roads though, I do keep the lane assist turned off. I have done that with every car that I've ever had, because a lot of times, I will deliberately cross the yellow line to smooth out some of these curves. So, it's just how people drive in this area. Kind of smooth out the curves, like on the Dukes of Hazzard, if you will. But the Ocean drives extremely well. Now, I don't drive super fast, but I love driving this thing on these types of roads, and I just wanted to give you an idea of the types of roads that I'm driving on. Now, once I get off of this road, it will be the interstate only, and on the interstate I'll probably drive somewhere between 70 and 78, just, you know, depending on the flow of traffic. Alright, I was thinking about passing this guy. There's not too many places to pass. There is a very short area up here, I think. Now, I am running in earth mode. I think I'll leave it in earth mode just to give you an idea if I can potentially pass this person. If I can't, I'll turn this off and wait and see. Don't remember if I can pass her or not. I'm not 100% sure. No, I'll turn this off until I'm at a better place to pass. That truck pulled off, so I can't really, you know, show you the passing power, but I can do this with, you know, just doing this. So I'm gonna floor it. Now that's in earth mode. Man, this thing's got a lot of power. I mean, wow, it's got a lot of power. Gonna zoom out just a little bit there. Now that was in earth mode too. It has, when you press it down, and there's always some confusion around earth mode. I don't understand why, but there seems to be. Earth mode is front wheel drive. The Ocean is a two-wheel drive vehicle when it is in front wheel drive. The only way that the Ocean has all-wheel drive is in fun mode or in hyper mode. And earth mode is definitely relaxed. It's a very lazy drive mode, which is what I almost always drive in. But it's so fun to drive. This thing is just, it handles so well. It handles better than anything I've ever had. And I did have a Honda Ridgeline before this, and that's not a great comparison. But we did have a Mazda CX-5, and now we have a Mazda CX-9. And anybody that's ever driven those vehicles do know, you know, that they're known for their zoom and their handling. And this thing just puts either of those vehicles in my Honda Ridgeline, you know, just absolute shame. Drives extremely well. Okay, I'm going to open it up one more time here if I can, because this is a pretty big straightaway. So I'm doing 50, and I'm going to floor it right now. Okay, I just floored it. Alright, I'm going to let back off of it because you can see how quickly I got up to 80 there, and I definitely don't want to risk getting a ticket or anything like that. So the Ocean has no trouble passing at any speed. It's a beast. Okay, I had to make a small detour, so I'm not going to be on the interstate quite as long as I originally expected. And I wanted to show you that one thing that I really like about the directions is not only do you have the directions here on the screen, of course, but they also pop up on the display in front of you. Found that super helpful. Just wanted to show you that. Alright, I'm at another lot, and I decided to do just a little quick clip here because I'm roughly, well, I'm not far at all, probably less than a quarter mile from getting on the interstate, and I'm going to be driving roughly 20 miles on the interstate and then to the college campus to pick up my daughter. So I just wanted you guys to be aware that I won't be on the interstate quite as far as I originally thought because I had a detour. And there you can see again the light changed, and you get the little notification. Now I do have mine set up to where it doesn't give a notification for red. I don't want that. I only want the notification for green, so that's how I have it set up. Okay, I'm on the interstate. I have decided to drive at 75 miles per hour. That's what I have the cruise set for. Other than, you know, minor speeding up and slowing down for certain things. There's a picture of what we're looking at now. 18 minutes, 19 miles, estimating 60% will be left on the battery. We can compare those when everything's over. I like how it shows that cars are beside you. Pretty cool stuff. Okay, coming up on the semi here, so I want to be able to show you how the alerts show you, where the cars are. So it's showing me there, and over there. I enjoy that very much. Hopefully you were able to see that on each one. Okay, with the exception of getting boxed in between two tractor trailers, I drove 75 miles an hour. While I was boxed in there, it was more about 70 miles an hour for maybe, I don't know, probably 3-4 miles, something like that. I have 1.2 miles left to drive. Okay, I'm there, so let's see how we did. I arrived with 197 miles of range left at 60%. And let's see, this was estimating 59%, but let's go to trips. I don't remember what it was originally estimating. Let's see how we did on this trip. Okay, now that doesn't really count. I stopped at a gas station to use the restroom right before I got to the college campus. So we drove, counting that, we drove 58.2 miles, and we averaged 0.4 kilowatt hours for a total energy of 29.3 kilowatt hours. So those are the stats, and it's a fun drive over here, just waiting on my daughter to come out and take her home. All right, wrapping up this video, I think just ending it here that the trips and the calculations are pretty accurate. So I'm just going to end this here and say that I enjoyed my drive over here and going to enjoy the drive home with my daughter. And I'll put this together, and hopefully tonight I can find time to do something a little more on the upcoming conference call that was mentioned today on the 29th. So we should find out quite a bit about that. But anyway, just wanted to give you a little quick tour of the ocean as I drove it over here under, just regular everyday circumstances. All right, guys, thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this, just subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Just trying to get accurate information out there about Fisker and the Fisker Ocean. All right. Thanks a lot, and until next time.